Howdy folks, welcome to episode 15. We're going to try to fix this thing because it's crooked. And so I think what we need to do is I think we need to lay some foundation, whatever it's called. We need to lay some of this embankment. We need to lay some embankment down here. And it looks like this is going to be about the right height for it. So let's go like this with the grid. And we're going to try to lay this here and just go across this area. And hopefully it will... You know what? Let's try... See if we can do it like this. So we can kind of keep this area together. Right? So we'll go like this. And then we're going to bring it to up here. If we can. There we go. Is that it? Oh, apparently you don't just lay sequences of it. Okay. All right. So I guess we're not going to be doing it like that. Okay, so let's go like this. Let's demolish this rail here. And we're going to go like this. And we're going to put this under here where this is going to be. So hopefully we can just set that like that. Okay, so now if we take this out... demolish rails, this one, and then if we put one in here, crossover, right? I wonder if it'll let us connect to this. Whoops. What am I just bounced back or something. That was weird. Okay. If we go like this, if maybe it'll let us lay it flat. I'm not sure that we even needed to delete the other one. See, that's laying flat that way. So we'll see if we can get these two segments to to go the right way too. I think that's just because it's not centered on it. But let's see if we can get this piece here first. Do this and see how this connects. There we go. And is this level now? Yeah, it looks like it's nice and level. Okay. And is it level on this one too? Yeah, it's interesting that the texture changes so drastically. And then this shouldn't be a big deal if it's just tilted this way. So we'll delete these two pieces and then we'll just put rails back in. So those should go like this. Let's see how that looks. I can't see it over the... Yeah, it looks like it's good. It looks like it's going to work. And then we need to go like this. See if we can get this leveled on here. And we'll connect this one to here. Right there. There we go. All right, so this should be... And you know what? We're going to take out this piece right here. Demolish groundwork. This one right here. It's fine. That doesn't need to be there. And I think that should let us go across that without flipping. So last episode when the trains were flipping and stuff, it's because there was a bug with the switches. Let's go back to our map. Whoops, not that map. This map. This map? The F1 map? Huh, is it doing that again? It's doing the thing where the F1 map doesn't want to show up. Or it's somewhere in the background or something. I don't know. Let me see. Oh, it's bringing this up when I hit F1. Okay, so we're going to go back. That's fine too. I don't care. All right, so we're going to go back here. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to buy, because they added the Montezuma. So we're going to buy one of those and attach it to the end of the train and bring it down there. Because that's kind of cool. So let's go like this. Locomotives. And there we go. Okay, so the tractive effort on this is 4,200, and then if you look at the Porter, Betsy's is 28, so it's 4/3. Yeah, 4/3. And this one is, they're both 28. Okay, but yeah, it's 1.5. Yeah, 3 halves, I think. Yep, 3 halves, because 42 is divided by 3 is 14. Okay, yep. So let's order one of these. Nice. Okay, yeah, show that right in the middle of the screen. I guess we can't use this while we're doing that. Okay, let me clean that up. All right, we're back. Oh man, I'm not going to be able to do the running, am I? Rerail. I'm not going to be able to sprint now. Montezuma. We're going to put this on here, and we need to make sure we need to make sure that we there we go, that we do that. And I believe that goes into there, so that's fine. Do we have the brakes off or something, or on? Does it have brakes on? Let's see. Brake. Take the brake off. There we go. So one of the other things that happened with this is this, I guess the original, the historical version or whatever, did not have brakes. They only had brakes on the hopper here. And so when they put it on there, it didn't have any brakes. Here, let's see if we can get in on this track. Is it on the right direction? No, it's not. There we go. Is it? Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. And then we're going to do that, and we're going to let the brakes off. Please tell me it's going to... Please tell me it's going to... Yeah, I'll re-rail it again. So anyway, they added this, and they did it without the brakes, and people complained about that. So in the last patch between this one and the one that I played last time had those two bugs with that and the switches screwing up. So basically the switches would like flip direction every time you went over them backwards. Like instead of just going to the direction that they were supposed to be, they would just they would just toggle with no regard for which direction they were toggling to or from. So yeah, there it went. Here, need to give it a little bit of space here so we can get this thing out. There we go. All right, so we can put our pin on there. We can put this pin on here. Can we put a pin on there? Is he gonna let me? There we go. All right, cool. So, and all of our brakes should be off. Let's make sure the brakes on this are off again. That's off. That's off. Okay, cool. So we should be able to just pull this thing. All right, but yeah, so that was the update that was like for one day while I played that last episode. There was an episode, or there was an update for that, and then so they added the brakes to the Montezuma. Here, let's go. All right, we need to go forward, not reverse. But anyway, they added the brakes to the Montezuma, and I'm turning up my volume here so I can actually hear. Let's test that out. There we go. And then they fixed the switches. So I think we can go over the switches correctly now, but I can't go into the mod now and check and like run real fast ahead of this. So I'm just gonna have to go manually switch the switches if they're not switched, but they look like these ones are good. Okay. These ones are good. Let's go. But as far as I know, you're supposed to be able to run over the switches backwards now without everything flipping. So what it would do is this one would flip it to the way it's supposed to be, and then that one would flip it back and explode. So I guess that's what was happening. So anyway, yeah. So what we're going to do is I think we're going to use this one. We've got a bunch of flat ground between like the sawmill and the other end. Oh, I'm on the interface here. Let's go like this. So between the freight depot and the ironworks, that's what it was. So we can run stuff down to the ironworks and the oil field because those are pretty much level, and so we should be able to run a decent sized train using the Montezuma. Just because it's new, you know, we got to use a new one, right? We'll see what its whistle sounds like and everything. All that fun stuff. And I think this is actually a slight uphill on this one too, so we're going to go ahead and bring all these down and get them loaded up. And I think what we're going to do this first time is we're going to take this up to the iron mine, and we'll play around with the Montezuma a little bit too. But we'll take that up. We'll take this up to the iron mine and see what we can do. So I think what we'll do is we'll use the Montezuma to load the train up. And we should probably go over this really slowly when we do. I think we're going to go... Yeah, we're going to go forward. We're going to go left at this intersection because we want to go forward through that thing and then come out and go up the hill with the engine pulling. So yeah, I think we're going to have to stop at these switches for right now. Let's see. You know what sucks too is that, no, those switches are the way, I think that one is coming that way. And that one is, yeah, no, the switches are correct. Okay. What sucks is that I guess we won't be able to use the mod with this because nobody's developing it anymore. It's not being developed anymore. So we're not going to be able to, we're either going to have to use the mod or the train, but not both. So that kind of sucks. Let's see if we can get over the crossover here. We'll see what happens when we get there shortly. But no, it looks like it's now correct, so it shouldn't be a problem. And if it is, then, you know, we'll deal with it. Maybe just remove the track every time and put one in, right? Take the track out, build the one way, and then when you're going across it the other way, you just take the other track out and do that. All right, here we go. A little bit more speed here. Okay. Because, I mean, we're coming around this corner to the thingy anyway, so it's not like we need to be going a zillion miles an hour. Or whatever that is in metric. 1.6 zillion kilometers per hour. Let's see. Yep, it's fine now. Okay. There might be a dip there. I don't know. We'll have to see how that track looks going the other way, but at least we're good this way. We can still replace the crossover again if we absolutely need to. Oh, you know what? This is going to go... This is going to come back around there. I don't have that attached yet. Okay, I don't have like a switch that goes out that way yet. I need to do that and then add it in. So I think we'll do that once we're done loading up here. And we can try it out. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to use... we're gonna have to load these the fun way too. We can't just stand on the platform and watch for the cars. I might have to just forego using the Montezuma if it's gonna be that much of a pain, right? Okay, so we want to get 5 cars of this. We want to do 5 of each, I think, because I think we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we have 10 engines, or 10 cars, I mean. Did this not? Oh, is it gonna go off to the side? I think it is. Which is fine. I can change the industries. I can put the stuff back. Oh, it's like an inch too far. Okay, cool. All right, we're going to get this out of here. And I think what we need to do is we need to add in a switch right here anyway. So we're going to back this train up. Let's take the brakes off here. And we're going to use this. Yeah, let's see how this does. Let's see how this does with pulling. We want to at least drive it and stuff. We'll use this to back it off. We're gonna put a switch on there so that when we're done loading, we can go out the other way and out toward the iron mine. All right. Okay, and reverser. Go. Yep, it's got some. Here, let's see if we put it at 100. Yeah, it's got some pull. That's definitely more than Betsy could do. Cool. Those are some big wheels. I think that's the gearing. They use the size of the wheels for the gearing on these, so I think that means that this thing could probably go fairly fast as a top speed. But I think they just used, I don't know if they just use them as shunting engines or what, but anyway, let's go like this. All right, yeah, the brakes aren't the best thing on this either, even the ones that they added. Okay, so we're going to go back this way. We're just going to sit across the intersection because that's how we roll. And yeah, we'll put this track back. I think we might even need to back up some more because we need to connect. Is that where the joint is? That might be where the joint is between tracks. I don't know. We're going to have to check. Okay, so let's go like this, demolish rails. Okay, and then what we need to do is we need to go like, I'm wondering if a switch to the right would be a better option for this. I'm thinking that would be a better way to do it. If we go like this. Yeah, I think that's a good way to do it. Okay, so we're going to lay this track here. And then we're going to fix up this stuff. Demolish rails. Okay, and then we have, how far across does that go? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go like this. And we're going to see how this wants to connect to this. If it's going to do okay or if it's just going to be total pain. Let's see what kind of curve it puts on that. See, it puts the curve really sharp at first. Pretty sure it does. Pretty sure it's putting that. So let's try this for the fun of it. We're going to go like this, and we're going to go in radius mode. And let's go like this. And let's see what kind of... See, if we put it in radius mode, it definitely does better. It does a nice, see, it does a nice clean curve at the beginning here instead of that really sharp at the beginning. Okay, so we're going to go like this, and we'll even go 32. See, how's that look? Where's the end of this track again? Where's it meet? I don't see where the joint is. But it looks like 32-ish is going to be about what we want to do. So let's try that. Let's get rid of this one here. No, that looks pretty good. Okay, so then we can go like this. It doesn't need to be a perfect circle. It just needs to be smooth. So, and then what we'll do is we'll go like that. Take that off of there and let this connect. Okay, so it's going to do a little, it's going to do a little dance there, isn't it? All right. Maybe this one needs to be curved a little bit less, but no. All right, that's fine. And then what we're going to do is this one's going to come out and go meet down with that one once we're done loading. And so this one will go like this, And we're going to do, whoops, we're going to go like this. We're going to start with the link, duh, and then we're going to do a 32 meter. Let's see what we can get here, because we basically need it to come through here. And that should be about sufficient anyway. And then we can have this come through here. We'll take this off again. Why is it insisting on doing that? There we go. That's because of that angle, that's why. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll just have it come through here. See, it's just going to kind of curve through here as smoothly as possible. Like that. And I think maybe if we even do that, it won't wave so much. There we go. And let's see if we've got, are we still off the ground? Yeah, we're not hitting the ground. Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure that the tracks weren't going to hit the ground. So yeah, then we can connect this back onto a switch over here or over there or whatever. So, but for right now, we're just going to get this. Oh man, this is so painful walking this slow. All right. And then we need to get this laid out here. And let's go like this. There. Radius 0 meters. Yeah, we're not going to do a radius then because that's just, and our grid will be 1. What's it doing? There. And we need to get this back out this way. And I think it was, yeah, I think it was 300 or 301, something like that. Whoops, I don't want it to connect onto that. Okay, that looks good right there. And then we can delete this track once we get the train off of it, because I think that's just one section going all the way there. So we'll just use this one. Oh, you know what? We have to take the brakes off that one anyway, so we'll just use that one. All right, we'll get this. We have to get this all the way across the crossing before we use it. There we go. Okay, so brake. Are we rolling downhill? Or was there just, there was tension, or there was, whatchamacallit, compression between the cars? There's got to be a slight downhill or something, if, because otherwise that would have taken the compression. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't strong enough to overcome the static friction of the cars. I don't know if they simulate that much of it to that level. All right, we're just going to let this run backwards. Until we get, wow, that was interesting. Which, okay, that was weird. Why did it suddenly, it was like at the exact moment I sat my tea down on the table too. So it was really weird. Yeah, we'll see if we can get this backed up. We'll go a little bit faster than this. And it's just going to take longer to brake when we get to the end and have to stop. Yeah, I'll have to decide, but I want to at least run this for a while. Maybe we can make a couple runs with it and then we can delete it back out while we're not using it and respawn it back in when we want to. Something like that. We could probably even keep this around as a Betsy and then use one of the editors to save, because I think you can change the rolling stock, but I'm not sure. I could probably even hex edit what it is to change it. All right, I think that is past the thing. So, all right, let's go back up this way and see. Now I got to keep the brakes on this here. There we go. I like how the brakes on that are like 100 times as strong. And if we take the brakes off, is it going to move? It's going to move, but we're going to put the brakes on the other one. So I just want to take the brakes off of this so that we can run this from the front end. But yeah, we'll definitely use that to make a run down to the mine or whatever. All right. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to take out this piece of track here and relay it. So demolish rails. All right, and then we need to go like this. And then we need to come back out here. It goes even slower if I hold down the mouse button. I think that was the alignment for it, right? Was 301, or is it the inverse of that? Yeah, it is. Okay. 30 minus 18 is 12, 120. Okay. And it should let us... There we go. All right, cool. And that's smooth enough. It's good enough for now. So over there, I'm going to have to split some of the track and take a piece out again too, to put a switch in so that we can switch in to go up to the iron mine. But we'll get to that in a minute. Let's get this up here and get this loaded first. All right. And okay, we're coming into town. We'll use the bell. Let this get a little bit of speed. I'm pretty sure I turned all the brakes up. See, that looks like it's not connected, doesn't it, from here? Maybe it's just the angle that we're at. I think it's just the textures on it. But right there, where that little joint, the textures make it look really bad. And I'm glad I don't have an old graphics card anymore. Because I've seen all the people like, I only get 10 frames a second with my modern, 1050 or 1060 or whatever graphics card, and it's like, those are not new anymore, dude. They're like 6 years old. That's why you're getting 10 frames a second. I mean, I'm only getting 20, but 15, 20, but you know what I mean. There's something going on with the train physics that's chewing up the frames. Okay, so we need to do 5 cars. Let's see if we can actually get. Let me see what we need to do here. We need to get that train. That car, I mean. This is going to be tricky. But we should be able to do it. That's 1. And then that's 2. There we go. All right, we're going off that end. Yeah, that's fine too. Okay. All right, doesn't matter which side of the switch we go on. Okay. That's 4 cars. So we just need to get the 5th one up here. So we need to come up 1 car length. So we need to get this next car up to there. All right. And about like that. I think that was about right. I think that was about 1 car length, wasn't it? There we go. We've got those on there, and then we just need to put 5 beams on. And I think maybe we'll use the other one to push. Once we get, yeah, let's try that. Let's see if we can, like this. We do have like track going off here, right? We have enough for our, yeah, we have enough for our train to pull up this way, I think. We can put another segment on if we need to. But we need to get those up to there. It's going to be tricky getting them there. See, it feels like it's accelerating as if we're going downhill. So I'm not sure if it's doing something. I know, that's a really nice, not vague statement, isn't it? It's doing something. If it's, yeah, when you lay the track, if it's like randomizing the slope still, I think it did that with the old track. So, well, I know it did that with the old track if you didn't do it in a very particular way. So we're going to put beams on these two cars. Yeah, I kind of figured that might happen. Okay, so I don't know if we're going to have enough. We're just going to put an extra segment on this to be safe. I don't know, that's probably way more than we need, but I don't want to rely on a judgment call for that. All right, so we're going to go like, whoops, like this. And we'll put this on here. That's totally fine. Okay. We're not going to run out of track there. Where we're going, we don't need track, right? Okay. So we need to take the brakes off this. That's what I forgot. And we might even get a better angle using this one anyway, because we're coming around this corner. So let's go like this. And we'll come forward a little bit. All right. And then we're going to turn the brakes back off. I think I did. I think I hit the arrow key. Yeah, I did. I'm glad I checked. As I got out, I went to hit the... See, it's doing this now. Let's just let it do its thing. Everything's going to bounce back off. There we go. Okay. Yeah, before I hit the F key to get out of the cab, I hit the W key to run forward, but instead it moved the regulator up by 2 points. So I would have been sitting here going, no, 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 you know. I would have been sitting there freaking out that it was dragging the thing off the end of the line. Right? Slow motion disaster. Those are the best, the slow-mo disasters, right? Okay. So we need to bring these two up here. So we're going to go like this. Get a little bit of... I need to get some more fuel put in this too. But yeah, we should be able to get this one up to the end of the thing. And remember, the brakes suck on this. So, all right, let's put some fuel in this because it's running out. There we go. All right. Let's get these loaded. I need to check the other one too, the other engine. All right, let's go like this and get this one forward a little bit. There we go. There we are. All right. That should be good. Cool. And then I got to decide where I'm going to put that. I got to decide where I'm going to put that engine. So we'll figure that one out. And so yeah, what we need to do is I need to put the stuff on here. I think we'll get this track laid out. I'm kind of tempted to just delete this for right now. But I think we want to park it somewhere, don't we? Because I want to be able to use the mod to control it, but let's get the brakes put on this one. We're going to put on the brakes on this one, and then there we go. And then I think what we're going to do is I'm going to go out and load up these, and I'm going to delete this thing because we'll bring it in later, I think, or we'll turn it into a Betsy or something like that. But I want to be able to use the mod to deal with this stuff. So we're going to get rid of this one, and then I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, we're back, and I think what we can do is we can get this track run out here. Oh, you know what I need to do is, so it's still not doing this thing when I do F1. It's still not giving me the map the way I want to, so I'm going to have to go in and enable cheats on the other map. Okay, so now I should be able to run. There we go. All right, so what we need to do is we need to come down here somewhere and find a place to put in, see, I think that's like one long segment right there. We need to find a place to put in a switch where it's a nice smooth transition. I mean, it almost seems like one here would be appropriate, but it's there's too much turning and stuff going on. So I think what we'll try is we'll go at the end of this. See, this straightaway right here would be perfect too, wouldn't it? I think this straightaway is a good candidate. So what we're going to do is we're going to try demolishing rails here and see how long this segment is. It is the whole segment. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to go with our bridge that we were using. It was the new bridge, right? And then we're going to, oh, because we're at, that's why. All right. Let's go like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it just a little straight segment here. We don't even need to do that. What am I thinking? We need to just go like this. Switch off to the right. Is it going to make it level? Yeah, it's going to make it level. Good. Okay, cool. And then what we need to do is we're going to do our bridge. There we go. And this bridge should be able to attach back down here where we had it before. There we go. All right. Oh, no, that wasn't that bridge, was it? Definitely wasn't that bridge. All right. Let's see what bridge it was, because it wasn't that one. It must have been this one, because that's the only one that... I don't know. That's weird. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Yeah, no, that was it. Huh. And I don't think that's going to be able to come out the... Okay. See, that's not going to be able to come out that switch either. So we're going to have to just go like this 3-foot rail. We're going to come out this way a little bit first. And we're going to start curving. And then we'll do our bridge. So let's go like, I should have left the bridge there. I should have just left the bridge on there, and then I could copy the curve and then delete the old bridge, right? There we go. Yep, that should work. Okay, cool. And then this segment is going to go this way. So we want it to come out this way. And see, the thing is, when we, that's the thing, I think, is when we're hooking these up, I'm not paying attention to where, that actually works, doesn't it? I'm not paying attention to the incline, because it just automatically puts whatever incline it needs in order to make that connect. So whatever incline that is, it is. And it doesn't tell you that it's doing an incline, it just does it. So that's probably why we've got inclines where I didn't think we did. If that even is a sentence, right? There we go. Okay. All right, and then we should be good to go. So let's see if we can make our way up to the thing. Cool. Yeah, we're going to make our way up to the iron mine, see if we can drop all this stuff off. I think it's these two, and I think, if I remember correctly, I didn't even look, but I think it's one of these to one of those, because it takes like twice as much lumber as it does beams. But car to car, it's one car for each for each kind of thing to fill it up. So let's go like this. We're going to go like this. All right. And let's make sure that we've got, I think there's a switch down here that needs to be flipped. Yeah. There we go. Okay. And I think that's the only other switch all the way up there. So we can just ride the train here. We can hang out on the train and have a good time. Cool. So, can we open the window? Yep. R? Nope. T. There we go. Can look out the window. Whoops. We can look back at our stuff. Cool. So, let's go like back like this. Is that, yeah, if you rotate you can feel the difference. And I think they changed it, because remember they were doing like the one little puff, puff, puff when you'd start off, and it looked really cool, and then they took that back off, so. Or those are the new locomotives that don't have the physics set on. That is, I think, what that is. Alright. And I'm really hoping we can, because I didn't check if this is actually powerful enough to carry 10 cars up there, but I think it is. And did we make that go all the way down? I think we did. Yeah, we made that go all the way down. We have a mess down there that we're going to have to deal with, too. Because I think we have this track right up here on the side of the hill that goes all the way down, too. And we might need to use the sander on this track. I don't know. Alright. But yeah, this is our first run up to the mine now on our new track, so I'm curious to see how well it does. That's kind of a scary corner. But yeah, I remember this was when we first started building too, I think. And we built this up and let it kind of follow the contour of the hills this time a lot more. Because last time I think we did a lot more sky bridging and kind of thing. And I wanted to try to follow the contour because it would give us more length of track going up the side, so that we could do a shallower. There's the big one. I need to put the trees back in too, because this is pretty barren without the trees, especially in this valley. It looks so barren, especially because you can see everything too. You can see how close everything is. It feels so much farther apart when there's all the trees in the way. But I need to, I don't know, maybe I'll upload the save somewhere and somebody can delete all the trees for me if they want to. Something, because I don't want to spend the time doing it. It'd be fun to even do like a session with everybody, but trying to get people on at the same time, and I guess the client end on this isn't that fun either. A lot of lag and disconnects and all that stuff on the client end of this, so yeah. Anyway, I'm still tempted to try to figure out the file format for it and just reinsert the tree array, but I'm too lazy to do that right now. Because the trick for that would be I'd need to figure out where the tracks are, not just the trees. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool coming around that corner, isn't it? I think we came up with this with Betsy. That's what it was. We came up this with the unfailable, whatever, the infallible. The Betsy that couldn't possibly derail no matter what you do. Is what we did when we built this, just to test and see how it looked and stuff. Yeah, this is cool. And we will definitely be able to make it. They got to get ready at the people at the mine can hear that, and the workers are coming out to help unload. That's why we're doing that. All right. So I think the fun part is going to be the corner when we get up there. We'll have to see if we can make that corner, because if you remember, that corner's been an adventure in our past, so it may or may not be again. But we'll see. I think I had like an extra piece of track or something weird like that on it at one point. When I tried to rebuild the corner, there was a piece of track that was underneath it or something weird. I don't know, there was something going on where it was popping off the track for stupid reasons. Silly, non-game fun, non-realistic and non-fun gaming at the same time. Alright. We're almost in town, so we're gonna turn on the bell. Cool. Yeah, we'll be able to take that track back down. I was gonna say we could bring the Montezuma, but that thing doesn't have any brakes. We couldn't even use it for downhill because it doesn't have enough brakes. Alright. Let's let the regulator back off a little bit here. There we go. We're going to let it coast a little bit. You can hear the bell. Deplane, deplane. Yeah, we don't need that much speed coming around this corner. There we go. That's much better. Beautiful. I just remember the coolest thing about that was once we got to the top of the hill. Oh man. Are the sides of the car is going to hit that? Once we got to the top of the hill, it was like the perfect, it would just coast so beautifully. Oh, good. They aren't going to smack into them. The engine is wider. All right. So we're going to need to, oh, that's cool that we put these on the front. That works out. Works itself out, doesn't it? Alright, so let's go unload this and let's see what we've got for money. See if we're getting money for this. Because I saw some things about it wasn't giving people money under certain circumstances, but I think that's when you're sitting in the train or something like that. If you're on the driver's seat while somebody's unloading it for you, as I think what was going on. Okay. We're gonna go like this once again. See if we can bring up the interface for this. Where's our coal mine? There it is. Not the coal mine, the iron mine. Alright, we're going to go like open controls. Oh, apparently I can't put it on that window. I have to leave it on this window. Okay. Well, that's fine too. So we're going to go like this. We're going to bring our regulator up a little bit. Is it going to go? It doesn't have enough power? Huh. Let's try that again. There we go. A little bit more. Tiny bit more. Right? We're going to go like this. We do have enough track down here, right? Yeah, we've got track down there. Okay, cool. We've got 12 now. Is you just going to keep doing this? Huh. I think this is where the stuff started popping off the tracks last time, wasn't it? All right, let's go bring it, give it a little bit more juice. There we go. Yeah, it's just, it's barely, something's resisting. I don't think it's any brakes on the cars or anything. Let's see. Let's go like this. We're going to unload that one. And then we're going to go like this again. Yeah, I'm just concerned about it stringlining when we have all these empty cars at the front trying to pull. Although the empty cars are pulling in a straight line, so it's not that big of a deal. Okay, we need to stop. We need to hit the brakes here. Hit the brakes. There we go. All right. There we go. All right. And go like this. Especially when it does that sudden pull like that. This is where I'm concerned that it's going to do something bad. Okay, hit the brakes, hit the brakes, hit the brakes. All right, so should be able to empty this one. How many? We have 24. Yep, okay. 30. All right, we have 30 there. And then we should be able to unload these. Nice. And then these we should be able to unload too. Yep. Cool. And then it's going to start making coal. Let's go like this. And bring up our speed just a tiny bit. I hate that it like jerks so hard when it does that too. I'm only giving it a tiny little bit of regulator, but it does that. And then I think we can empty these off as they come by. If it'll let me. There we go. Can we stand on this one and empty that one? Will it let me do that? No, it won't. Okay. I just need to catch that before it's going to get going real fast here in a second. Come on. Come on. Come on. No. No, brake, brake, brake. There we go. All right. I had to go out to the other screen. Okay, so yeah, the brakes are on. All right, cool. And I think we're good there. So yeah, that's going to be it for episode 15. Join me in episode 16. Are we making coal? We're making coal. Or iron. I keep thinking it's coal. It's iron. It's already done making iron, isn't it? Is it? Yeah, apparently it takes 6 beams at a time. Why do I have 5 then? No, maybe it's taken 5 at a time. Anyway, yeah, that's going to be it for episode 15. Join me in episode 16. I think what we'll do is get some hopper cars and bring them up here. And yeah, we'll bring some hopper cars up here and do some do an iron run. So yeah, that's going to be it for episode 15. We'll bring this back and drop off these over by the lumber mill, lumber yard, and do that. So yeah, that's going to be it for episode 15. Join me in episode 16, and we'll see you then. Later.